West Tennessee hillbilly. Telling you, it's cold this morning. 25 degrees here in West Tennessee. We're just trying to make it through one more day. Being broke's our only crime. We look for trouble, but we ain't got time. We're about as country as you can get. So don't come trying to start no yeah. But they got a little band that rocks real hard, live every night in our backyard, living it up in redneck mode, down at the end of Peckerhead Road. Hey, we got anybody in here yet? Look, y'all, it's 25 degrees right now, right? A week from today, that's going to be our high. The lows are going to be down in the single digits, if not below zero, man. We're in some trouble coming up. Peckerhead Road. Will, what's going on this morning, man? I'm cold up here in Tennessee. White Rabbit. Yeah, it's gonna be minus here for too long. Probably about a week. We're gonna have, I think all January's gonna be screwed. We're gonna have this plunge come in Monday. Then it's gonna get another reinforcing plunge behind that, like 4 days later or something, and then another one a few days after that. Yeah, we're fixing to lose power. I know it. I hate that song. Why do I even have it on? Man, how some of these songs are forever songs that you always got to listen to because supposedly it's the greatest song ever written for the time. What? You might convince somebody that's stupid. But you can't convince somebody that's got ears that can hear. How the hell? I don't know. Was that Mick Jagger? How the hell does that guy get to where he got? I mean, the man has no talent. Fucking heroin addict looking and made money. Hell. Oh, that's an old song, ain't it? But that song's lost all meaning anymore. Queen, same difference. And then you had that band called Queen's Right. Man, I heard some of their songs. I was like, hey, that's different. I can dig that. And then I saw the album cover. I'm like, hell no. Hell no, y'all, Queen's Right? Oh my goodness. Them jokers were in between each other's legs and shit on that album. God, I'm like, oh no. Didn't listen to that anymore. Yeah, Freddie Mercury, another. How the hell? I just don't get it. Bohemian, whatever, Rhapsody. What a stupid ass song. But it's the greatest song ever. What? God, really? Sometimes you have songs that's got good words and meaning, but the melody sucks. Then you got good melodies or beats or whatever, rhythm or whatever, but the song sucks. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know he did. That's like, the first real dadgum, well, I ain't gonna say it's the first, but in the era, the Bangles, man, that was like a hip hop, quick, sensational kind of poof. And ever since then, man, it's gotten worse. Man, I remember one time, I don't know, maybe I had the TV on or something, but I was in the other end of the house. And I heard, like, man, I was like, what the hell is going on in there? It sounded like a torture scene, right? So I run in the living room and look, there comes American Idol. And those judges are like, that was fantastic. That was the best performance. I'm like, maybe y'all need to close your eyes. Because that's the whole problem. They distract with your eyes from the audio. They can make the audio sound better by making the visual look extravagant. You know what I'm saying? Kansas gal, how you doing? Death Breed, I ain't seen you in forever, dude. Oh yeah. And then you got, look, I'm telling y'all, I'm no fan of anything really, but I believe in the truth. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you, you got country rap that's come out. Now, I hate that song too. Let me see what you say. Hey, look, y'all, but seriously, it's fixing to get cold, so y'all be ready for no electricity. I'm telling you, be prepared like you're not gonna have electricity for a week. It's probably gonna be longer, but I remember in the '70s when I was a kid, man, we had an ice storm. Man, it put like, I don't know, I'd say 2 inches of ice on the ground, and it made all the grass was sticking up like upside down popsicles. You couldn't walk on that crap, man. You'd fall and all them popsicle grass blades and got you. That shit lasted 2 weeks, and let's see, that was in like 1974. It lasted over 2 weeks. The cold did, but man, we didn't have power for like over a week. Luckily, we heated with wood back then. So heat wasn't a problem. Water was a problem, I guess. I don't know how that worked now. But yeah, I was fixing to say something else and I got distracted, didn't I? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if it's longer than 10 days. So I'm telling y'all, man, I got like 10 gallons of, well, I got 5 gallons of kerosene at $8 a gallon, over $8 a gallon. It cost me $48 to fill up a 5 gallon jug of kerosene. Then I went and got 3 gallons of diesel. That only cost me like $9. And it's a diesel heater. I got a 12-volt Chinese diesel heater, man, and that thing works good. I'm talking about good. I'm tired of paying these damn electric, but I've been using electric heat, and I've been looking at the situation. Well, I got a gas stove, so if I lose power, I can turn on the stove. I do that. And then in the shop, I got my wood stove, but the shop ain't insulated, so you just have to huddle around the fire. You know what I mean? Around the stove. I mean, I did get that shop up to like 63 degrees when it was 14 degrees outside. And I'm talking about it's a barn lofted, open lofted. What is that thing? 12 by 24. And I heated it up on the furthest end up to 63 degrees when it was, like I said, 14 degrees. Man, I was distilling spirits out there in that daggone teens and single digits. That was back in what, 2020? What they're trying to do is do this extreme cold, get everybody sick, so that dust they're sprinkling everywhere, get in there and get you the new flu. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Gotta speak code. You can't speak the truth on Google, or they'll censor the truth. That's the craziest thing. They censor the truth under the guise of disinformation while their disinformation campaign goes strong. So they're allowed to put on all sorts of lies but we're not allowed to put any truth up. So far, conspiracy theories have been real. Man, them little buddy heaters, they might heat up, but they suck some dadgum. That's the whole thing, man. Everything's engineered to use. They could make propane heaters use less propane and actually put out more heat, but they don't because they want you to be able. They know for every heater they have out there, that's going to be a dadgum propane bottle a day. If it gets cold, man, I'm telling you, a propane bottle will not last but one day. So you're looking at $25. That's what it costs to get a propane exchanged here, like, well, $23 for a girl bottle. And you can go, if you got one of them little torpedo heaters that run up for that thing, will eat up the propane. And I figured out how to do it on the bottle. You got to sit there, you got to turn it on till you hear the regulator kick. Then you turn on your heater, and once the heater gets up to speed, I start cutting the gas bottle back, and I go past the point to where I can turn that flame way down, but not get it into fuming. You know what I mean? There's a certain point where it's not efficient and it puts out fumes. But man, once I did that, I could get a girl bottle to last 48 hours. Because they've got too much pressure going through. They could regulate the pressure down, and they could sip on propane and heat a house, man, I'm telling you. But they want you to use propane, so you had to buy propane. I mean, start looking at everything. Everything's designed to use, like, when they started putting ethanol in the gas, that killed your mileage. It killed my mileage, I'll say, 4 miles to the gallon. I mean, I really did. I lost 4 miles to the gallon. So say I was able to go 20 miles on a gallon. Well, now I can't get 16 miles on that gallon that's costing me more because they have to put ethanol in it, to make the air better when it burns. But in reality, it makes you have to go to the gas pump more to buy more fuel to go the distance it used to. You know what I'm saying? How would that work out? So if you had to go 100 miles, say you put 2 gallons in your dadgum, 2 gallons get you 100 miles, right? Well, then you put 2 gallons with ethanol in it. What's that got you down to? 80 something? I can't think right now. No, 92 miles. So you're 8 miles shy. Yeah, it's all a scam to make them more money. Because it takes twice as much ethanol. If you ran a car on straight ethanol, you have to jet it up, bigger jets and stuff, because it takes twice as much ethanol to do the work. Like, say, a gallon of gasoline, it takes 2 gallons of ethanol to do what 1 gallon of gas to do. But your motor runs cooler. Alcohol burns at a lesser temperature. What time is it? I'm bad about, okay. Trying to catch up. All right, I talked about the buddy heaters. They work good, but they're only good for like, a few hour power outage, a few hours, not extended amounts. I'm telling you, man, we're fixing to be scrogged. Man, cold is the worst enemy to mankind. Moisture and cold weather, man. I'm serious. You can have a door handle. Say it's below freezing. Say it's in the teens, right? Door handle gets a little bit of sunshine on it. Well, that heat of that door handle causes condensation. Well, then the sun gets off that door handle, and all that condensation, because it's so cold, freezes. Then your lock's froze, and you can't get. You might get a key in, you can't turn it. I'm telling you, man, cold is man shut everything down. My dad used to tell me when he was in Fairbanks, Alaska, he was in the Air Force. You could only work 5 minutes, and then you had to warm up for like 10 minutes, and then you'd work for 5 minutes and warm up. I mean, it was weird. He said when they drove around, if they had beer in the car, they had to put it down on the floorboard by the heater, the floor vent, and it would still freeze. He said you could put beer inside your coat and it would freeze. It's just cold as man crazy. Hang on, let me catch up. Yeah, I'm cheap too, Death Breed. I squeak when I walk. I'm convinced that they've got a magic machine somewhere. I'm serious. There is no way in the world that you can produce that much fentanyl and not have. I mean, if you got tons of fentanyl coming across the border, you've got to have tons of byproduct. And I mean, think about it. The amount of fentanyl they're producing, you would probably have to have a facility that covered over 20 acres. I mean, how hard would it be to find a facility making fentanyl due to all the raw materials they got to bring in and all the byproducts they get rid of? I mean, it's like they've got a portal this stuff comes through. There is no way you can get. I mean, look at all the drugs on the market. Where the fuck is that shit coming from? They've got a portal somewhere. This shit just comes out. This place will never run out of oil. I mean, oh God. It's just unbelievable. It's it's mankind, but it's the demonic entities behind it all that are pushing mankind in the direction that they're going, man. And I don't know. I just don't know where to go with this. Yeah, that's what I usually do. I got a little propane, thing that goes on top of the bottle, a little propane torch. I usually have that thing where I can get to it. That would suck. I mean, I have not been able to get in this truck one time because we had freezing rain when it came, and the way they designed the water to pour down, for some reason, it pours down through where the hinges are, right? Well, when you have freezing rain, it totally made a block of ice inside my fender and door there where all the hinges are. It was solid ice. I couldn't get the door open because you can't get the door open. The hinges were encased. I mean, the whole, when you open up the door and you see that slot, that empty spot in there of your hinges, all that was solid ice. The only way that door came open was a couple days later and the sun happened to be shining on it. And it melted it enough I could start getting it open a little. It was crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. It's cold. It's deadly. I ain't heard this song in a while, but it's stupid too. For some reason, all songs have become stupid to me. Songs are like time machines, man. You hear a certain tune and it brings you to a certain point in time. It's crazy. What time is it? I might ought to go ahead and clock on in. Oh man, y'all. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. It's blue skies, I guess. I don't know what that blue is. I have seen helicopters in clear blue skies like what I just showed you disappear and reappear like they went behind a cloud, but everything was blue. But I kept watching it, and man, it's like there's blue splotches that this helicopter would go behind and you wouldn't see it until it came out from behind it. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Didn't have one on video. I didn't have it on video. But anyhow, let me get off here. I need to go clock in. Y'all have a great day. Oh, wait a minute. Tonight, heaven. Be careful out there. Them bears get hungry and they might come for your food. Just watch it. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later.